right, team, next exercise, we're gonna go into the one-arm military press or one-arm overhead press. It could also be a push press with a little bit of leg dip. I like the one-arm overhead press because it's working the trunk, stability, shoulders, triceps, and I think going overhead is like kind of been demonized through the years. But when you're introducing somebody to training, you're trying to build strength kind of all around versus, everything being so perfect. So an overhead press is something the reps stay a little bit lower on. But when you're working with a new athlete, keep the reps in like a 6 to 8 range, and then traditionally I tend to be somewhere around 5. But a newer athlete could get a lot out of the moderate rep range. So they're gonna pick it up with a flat back, so squat down, pick it up to the shoulder. We're gonna go neutral grip, abs are locked in, press up and hold. Come in under control, press up and hold. Okay, I like to get a hold at the top to demonstrate control, and then we switch arms and do the same. But on this one, I'm gonna show you the push press version. So I just did a strict press, which gets a lot of trunk and ab work. Now I'm gonna give a little leg involvement. Dip maybe an inch or two. Dip, punch it up, come in under control. Dip, punch it up, pull it down under control. Okay, and again, when you're doing anything that's a single leg or single arm, do the same reps on each arm, on each leg. And if I find that an athlete is struggling on their non-dominant side, I'll tell them, hey, start on your non-dominant side. If you can't get 6 in a row, put it down, or whatever the rep range, put it down, rest 20 seconds, get the remainder of the reps, but don't let an athlete go 2 different rep ranges. And, if you're doing this for strength work, I feel like dumbbells are kind of like forgotten mass builders. When I look back at the golden era bodybuilders, 60s, silver era, 50s, they did a lot of heavy dumbbell training. So I'm demonstrating with lighter weights, but athletes, when they kind of say, oh, I don't want to go dumbbell, I want to go barbell, I say, listen, if the dumbbells are beneath you, just start repping out the 100-pound dumbbells when you're doing these exercises. So next up, we're going to go into some arm work, and it's important to work arms. Number one, people love to have strong arms. Your arms help with all upper body exercises. I also found that for athletes, strong arms helps with elbow health. And you have to get people to be excited about training. If they like to train arms, let them train arms. So we start with the most basic curl, which is just a hammer curl. So nobody's twisting, turning wrists at all. And I like to bring the dumbbells all the way up to the shoulders and then down under control. And then you have other variations. You can make it a cross-body curl to mix it up. You could bring them up together. You could do same time curls. And then we can make it strict curls if you want them to sit down. So good position of shoulders. You want them to twist. You could really make a lot of variations with dumbbells, okay? Alternating, same time curls. And now we're gonna move into triceps. So when I'm training, if it's an upper body day, I'll do a lot of tricep work as the warm-up. So the warm-up I showed you earlier with bands, I'll use that. I'll get a pair of 20, 25-pound dumbbells, and I'll do rollbacks, extensions, tape presses, and I've just found that my shoulders even feel healthy, that my arms are stronger. And so we like to put some work in on the arms. So we're gonna lay back, press them up. Now, right now the dumbbells are straight up. I'm gonna angle them back a little bit. I'm gonna get right outside those ears. We're doing a strict extension here. I found that's a little bit tricky to teach kids how to do rollbacks. So I just get into extensions. And then the next variation I teach them is tape press, where you keep the head of the dumbbells touching or close together. And it's just another variation. It's good. It keeps people excited to train. Okay? On biceps, we're doing curls. We're somewhere around 10 reps. Triceps, I like to go a little bit more reps, 10, 12, 15, 20 repetitions. They respond well, and it's kind of like saves your elbows versus going too heavy. So we've done a lot of work with dumbbells. The only thing missing is lower body unilateral work, which is extremely important. So you're strengthening both legs, and I also found that through the years, whether it's teenagers, kids in their preteen years, those kind of age 11, 12, and adults, the mobility and flexibility has really decreased dramatically as the popularity of the phone. And so I like to utilize lunging and split squats as a strength stretching exercise. So if I find an athlete just can't squat properly, I get rid of squats for 2 to 3 weeks and I do lunge variations. So I'm going to show you with using 1 and 2 dumbbells. So we'll start with the single dumbbell. Hold it up in the goblet position. We'll go with the reverse lunge. Okay, we're going to shoot that leg back. Knee almost touches the ground. Don't let it hit the ground. And pull yourself up. You could do a forward lunge. I like to teach reverse first. It's a little bit more friendly on the knees. Now I'm going to go double it up, and now I'm just loading it much heavier. Okay, and I like to see these get pushed pretty hard. So 30s, 40s, 70-pound dumbbells, 90-pound dumbbells. And then the last exercise, unilateral, is what we warmed up with, Bulgarian split squat. So that serves as a warm-up and then a teaching exercise. So my back foot is now going to be on the bench, and now I'm going to load it. So we could go with 2 dumbbells, which is good for balance. Well, I'm going to show you a slightly different variation where you go offset. So this last unilateral lunge version or single leg exercise, Bulgarian split squats, like what we warmed up with, but instead of loading double, I'm going to load the alternate side. So right leg is going to do the work, back shoelace goes up, and you can see I'm going to load the opposite side. So I get a lot of trunk stability. I could load the same side. Now it's pulling me over. Just keeping that chest tall. Right here. Stretching the back leg. And so super important to have strong single leg strength. And now if you take all these exercises together, there's a couple ways to do it. If you want to do it as a circuit, as a warm-up, that's an option. If you want to do it as a strength workout in small space and all you have is a adjustable bench and dumbbells, you could get a tremendous training session. Sometimes I'll go and see like how much work can I do with just heavy dumbbells, not even using a bench. So trying to simplify my entire workout. Other option is pick 2 to 3 of them, do 5 sets of each, and if you make it a little more advanced, Jim Wendler always talking about calisthenics and sprints. So I might do squats for 5 reps, put the weight down, move over, 5 squat jumps, do 5 sets of 5. Then I'll go and do incline bench for 10, turn over, chest support row for 10. You could do 5 sets of 10, 5 sets of 5. Sometimes a newer intermediate athlete, you could chop down the reps as they get fatigued. So you could go 10 of each, 8 of each, 6, 4, 2. And what I found is you get good strength work because they're starting lighter and adding weight. And by chopping 2 reps off, they keep technique versus 10 reps. They get fatigued. They could get a little bit sloppy. And you could be done right there. Squatting coupled with jumps, chest support row, and incline dumbbell bench. What do you do when you're done? Hit some hill sprints. And if you want to add calisthenics, push-ups and pull-ups, I mean, it's almost like a prison workout with dumbbells. But I love to do it. And there's many ways, like I said, that you can make it work for, I'm running a phys ed class. We're going into the weight room. Let them do basic 5 sets of 5, okay? Squat, dumbbell bench, boom, done. I'm training my son or daughter. I'm introducing them to training, get them good at body weight work, teach them dumbbell exercises. And by the way, the younger kids, bump the reps up. Don't let them struggle or strain. 10, 15, 20 reps, lightweight, get a lot of blood flow. It's good for the joints. When you see the technique improving it's because coordination is improving because they've gotten stronger. That's when I could say, okay, I could now move into some weights that are challenging. But in the beginning, dumbbells are excellent, and I feel they're like this forgotten training tool where you walk into some gyms or performance centers or people's garages, and it's just barbell work. You want to get dumbbells, whether it's for yourself or the people that you're working with. So hope you guys got a lot out of this dumbbell-only tutorial. Make sure you drop a comment below. Share it with a friend. Share it with a phys ed teacher. Share it with a dad or a mom who wants to train their kids. And like the video. And we'll talk to you guys soon.